Oh, Disney, you did it again, you crazy rascals. Guys, welcome to the channel, and in this case, I want to talk about The Acolyte, the latest disaster from Disney. Is it really a disaster? Don't they know that they lose money when they do this horrible crap? Of course they do. It's not about the money. It's not about the money. It hasn't been about the money for a long time. It's about installing the message. It's about breaking down the society. The idea that, of course, the strongest creatures in the universe are women, especially tiny, little women. Hey, but they are diverse. As long as they are diverse, that's all that matters, right? Well, okay, let's go with that bullshit. So, 100-pound, soaking wet, diverse, tiny women, empowered girl boss goes into a bar and beats the crap out of everyone because, of course, look at the size of this guy. Look at the size. She has what, mail? What? I think they're even getting shitty at costumes. She has like a mixture of armor that makes no sense. You're covering here, but it is just so damn stupid. And of course, we know that besides the strongest creatures in the universe being tiny little girls, well, it's old women. You know, if you need someone strong, let's say you need to move, right? You need to move a bunch of furniture. Who you bring along? Well, some 60-year-old woman. That makes perfect sense, right? These are the strongest. No, it doesn't. Old Trinity is not the strongest. Oh, but she's a Jedi. She uses the Force. Oh, right. Well, you can use the Force, or you can use, like, knives, or maybe a lightsaber. Lightsabers, well, it all boils down to this bullshit thing where the diverse tiny girl boss has like a twin. So there's two of them. One is mean, one is bad, and the other one is good. And they're seeking revenge from the Jedis, which are all women now, unless they're meditating and not even talking. And that it is fucking amazing. The entire first episode, there is not a single white man. Not a single. In a movie that's about action, fighting, combat, Jedi Knights, not a single white guy. Well, that is that. Thank God we finally got rid of the patriarchy. Well, apparently you're not really considered a man if you're kind of Asian. That is something. Oh no, if we have an Asian dude. An Asian dude, that is good. He's not going to be a patriarchy. It's only white guys are patriarchy, apparently. So we cheer when we don't see a white European-looking guy, right? If he's not your typical... No, if he's an Asian guy, that is okay. How racist is that? The idea that a man is well, no, but he's Asian. Oh, okay. Then there's no way Asian guys are part of a patriarchal oppressing regime of any kind. I mean, it's not as if China exists, right? No, of course not. Well, she throws her little bullshit little throwing knives, and the Jedi 60-year-old grandma cuts them in half with her lightsaber, and well, she kind of gets distracted. So she's a super lethal Jedi warrior. There's a part here where she just openly says, "Attack me with all of your might," or "Attack me with all of your strength." This is so stupid, so lazy the way all of this is written. But that's what happens when you inject woke theory in everything you do. So before you even start making this pile of vomit, you start with a few premises. We start the creative conversation with, well, we can't have white guys here. No, it has to be diverse, inclusive women, not even very athletic women. No, let's pretend that this tiny little girl is super powerful. Out of where? Why is this? What logic does it make? None whatsoever. There's no way this tiny little girl is capable of defeating anything. But hey, we'll just pretend. Is there a hero's journey of any kind? She faces adversity? No, well, we will just imply. I mean, she's diverse, so she has to be stronger than what, a white little girl. This is as racist as you can possibly get, but they do it yet again. They will continue to imply that being diverse, whatever the fuck diverse is, but if you go to Africa, you're not diverse by being black. If you are Asian, you're not diverse by going to Japan or China. No, you're going to be part of the enormous majority of the population. So you're diverse where? In the United States, that's not even the case anymore. Pretty sure that it's this close to being that white European-looking people are going to be a minority, if not already. And what kind of parameter are you using other than being anti-white, so as to make the foundation of this so-called creative project, where you start from that point? We need to be anti-white guys. We need to be anti-white male. We need to be diverse. So bring me people that look, I don't know, bring me some black guys or some black women and a few Asians, right? We will just bullshit a little bit of aliens here and there, but it has to be basically the wokest woke piece of shit that we've ever made. Let's throw in there that our diverse girl boss has 2 moms, because that's very important. When the fuck did anyone care who anyone slept with in a Star Wars movie, right? And up until Disney got their disgusting hands all over it. It's not just bad. It is very difficult to watch. It is hard. Again, more of this nonsense. More a guy that I will just say this right away. 50-50. One of the parents is a white person. The other one is a black person, I assume, based on the typical shit they always try to pull. So why is this a black guy? Because he's 50-50 and the 50% of this person's genetic makeup apparently does not matter. Why are you black if you're half white, half black? And why are you not white if you are half and half? Why is it that we're even having this fucking idiotic conversation to begin with in a fantasy setting of Star Wars? Why is it that they push us into this corner where you cannot avoid looking at this and realizing you eliminated any white dude from this? You just brought the most woke nonsense into this and try to make a movie out of it. But when you focus on that, instead of focusing on doing what you should be doing, this is the result. You have the mechanics, you have the Jedi Knight going with his apprentice going after a Jedi Knight killer, right? So we have this dude and this little girl here, alien, going after the Jedi assassin, because of course, if someone is slaughtering Jedi masters, because yeah, that's what the diverse old lady, this is the baddest motherfucker in the Jedi world. She's super girl boss, grandma boss now. Well, she gets easily defeated by 50-pound soaking weight little diverse girl boss lady here with stupid kind of samurai looking armor. Well, you send this. It's incredible. It's amazing what they're doing. It defeats. It fails in all logical thinking. Nothing makes sense. She is one of the most dangerous criminals in the known universe. Someone that is killing Jedi Knights, and she's taking prisoner in a ship that is guarded by an android, and she can at any moment use the Force. Yeah, and by the way, using the Force like no one was ever capable of using the Force ever in any possible. Well, she just does. She's just thrown in there, and she can easily use her magic Force bullshit to, push the droid towards her, break it apart, use a hand to, it is the worst prison ever. Not only her, the other prisoners are kept conveniently in cages where they can just use their lizard tongues to grab the droid. I mean, it is the worst present ever that you could. Can't you have any kind of fucking door solid without any opening so that no one can grab the droid that walks around with a key easily accessible? No. Then they crash. She crashes. She crashes a spaceship into a planet. It broke into a bunch of pieces. You see snow here falling inside. So the spaceship crashes into the planet, and she just wakes up and goes, yeah, we just crashed this fucker, and I'm fine. I'm not even bleeding. I just woke up from a fucking nap when I crashed a spaceship into a planet. How? Well, that's the thing. If we abandon all logic, all common sense, if we have no critical thinking of any kind, but not just critical thinking like, the stupid decision of sending someone with a single person that can obviously be easily defeated by the, Jedi assassin, and the apprentice, I don't even know how this works. The apprentice, shits on the other, on the half other Jedi that obviously outranks her. But right, you have to apply woke logic here. Even if she's an apprentice, she has the right to boss around this stupid Jedi. That is, this one is also great. There is not a single white kid in this Jedi apprentice little kid class. So there's a little class of apprentices, and there's not a single white kid. No, you cannot have that. You cannot have white children. I mean, there's maybe a couple little girls, but a little white boy, no, you cannot have that. We can't. This is what I was talking about. This is a security measure that they have in a spaceship prison. Just fucking openings where the guy with his lizard tongue can just grab whoever, and they communicate, and they just give stuff to one of the other. This is the worst part. This is the droid that just walks around with no security of any kind. Yes, whenever guys, if you've never noticed this, whenever you are detained, you don't get all of your weapons and crap and technology and devices stripped from you. No. Just keep all of that. I mean, why would we? I mean, not only that, she has a magic droid, like a magic droid cell phone gadget thingy. This thing that she's holding, she talks to it. It's like a little android, but it's also like a multi-tool. A multi-tool that can, of course, cut open or just pick lock anything at any time. No one ever thought about taking this thing away. And the insufferable idea of having these two dumbasses, these two characters. I mean, we don't get one little girl boss, diverse girl boss. No, we get two of them. The twins, the evil and the good twin, diverse twin, which of course by the end of the day, it's gonna be that they're actually both good. They were always good all along, in spite of one of them killing people randomly for apparently no reason, just slaughtering people. Not only that, and it will kind of be in some woke gymnastic being used. Yes, this is the other Jedi that's bossed around by the Padawan from this other Jedi. You're being treated to two of these stupid characters, which good and bad, but in the woke gymnastics, it will then be about, no, they were all good all along. In spite of one of them murdering people, and in spite of one of them attacking, killing, and using completely innocent people just for her mentally twisted purposes, she's still gonna be on the good. The idea, guys, it's not just about the woke nonsense about race swapping and stupid thing about women always being stronger than men and more powerful and smart. No, it's also about good not being good anymore, right? So the Jedi Knights have always been considered like virtuous. No. Jedi Knights are bad, and whoever is bad is also kind of good. And good and bad are not real things. Being good or being evil, it could be the other way around. So evil people are also sometimes kind of good. And good people, kind of fucked up evil people too. This is the nonsense that they want to install. So it's not just the race agenda, the gender agenda, the anti-family agenda, the two moms agenda. It's also to the core of what is good and what is bad. You can't believe anything. Nothing is as you think it could be. Everything is debatable. It's not just math. It's just not logic, common sense. It's not biology. No. It's core values about what's good and evil. You're an assassin murdering people? Well, maybe you had a point all along. You're a virtuous organization that helps and makes sure peace exists. No, you're kind of fucked up always, no matter what you do. It is peak idiotic Disney. It's not really idiotic. It's actually quite clever. You know why it's clever? Because they know exactly what they're doing. No, don't make no mistake. Yes, they will lose money. Hundreds of millions of dollars. The thing is, the company that owns Disney is the same company that owns pretty much everything else in the world that we exist. So printing more money is as hard as it is for me to go and write down in my Paint software $1 billion bill and print it with, they literally, that's the way they've existed for a very long time. So money means nothing. In fact, the more they make, the more they enslave you. And that's maybe a topic for another conversation in another channel of mine. My channels on survival and preparedness, which I encourage you to visit every once in a while. It is terrible. It is disgustingly bad and lazy, and I don't recommend it at all. But I think it's still something we need to talk about because, at the very least, know what they're up to. It's got nothing to do with any artistic endeavor of any kind. It is all about this social engineering, and they know, and they're right about this, that no matter how stupid it is, if you repeat it enough times, people will eventually believe it. Guys, see you in the next video. Take care.